welcome, it's Denome. There's gonna be a $14 million airdrop on a decentralized exchange called Firefly that will launch in 1 day, 7 hours from now. But don't worry, the airdrop itself will not launch immediately. You still have time to prepare, watch this video and look into the details, because the actual airdrop starts on 20th of February. That's when you have to be active if you want to participate here and earn potentially thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. So in this video, we'll look at the hype of the project, we will look at the upside of the project, then we'll look at the downside of the project, or the let's say some orange flags that I was able to find. And lastly, we will talk about how you can actually technically participate in the airdrop. So let's actually just get started and talk about the decentralized exchange itself. So this is called Firefly Decentralized Exchange, and it's basically a copycat from Uniswap version 3. So you can swap on the protocol, you can do limit orders, and you can provide liquidity and earn passive rewards by being on this exchange. And this decentralized exchange is going to launch on a blockchain called ZKFair. And when we take a look at the ZKFair blockchain, we come to the website called l2beat.com, and here you can see all the different layer 2 blockchains that scale up Ethereum. So if you don't know much about this, Ethereum is a blockchain where you have a bunch of smart contracts, but it's an old blockchain, so the transaction costs are very, very high. That's why it needs to be scaled upwards. And there's a couple of ways you can scale Ethereum to the upside, and one of them is these layer 2 blockchains that are connected to Ethereum. And as you can see, the total value locked, or the total value of these different blockchains, layer 2 blockchains, is $24 billion. And when we scroll downwards, you can see these values of different blockchains listed here, and you can see there's 39 different layer 2 blockchains already in the world. So it's getting a little bit complex, but I will make it easier in this video. Here you can see the type of the blockchain, and here you can see the name of the blockchain. And when we scroll downwards, you can see ZKFair blockchain that we are talking about in this video. It's number 12 on the list here, and it already has $176 million of total value. You can see it's running the technology called Validium, and Vitalik Buterin has actually said that Validium might be the best type of scaling, better than ZK Rollup and better than Optimistic Rollup. And ZKFair is currently number 2 Validium blockchain. And I think it was Manta, not 100% sure, that already might be converting from Optimum to Validium. I'm not 100% sure on that fact. I was talking with the team for making this video, but I'm not sponsored in any way. I'm not affiliated with the project, so I can say whatever I want. So I will give you the ups and downs of the project. But now let's actually, so you might actually want to like and subscribe to the channel, because I'm not making money from this video. So anyway, let's take a look at the ZKFair blockchain so you can see the potential here. So when we take a look at the blockchain, you can see it actually just launched a couple of months ago in December 2023. And from there, the total value of the blockchain has basically blown upwards. So as you can see, the total value here was just 12 million. And then now we're looking at 176 million. So the launch was a very high success. The token price ZKF went basically upwards of about 25x. They had their own airdrop here, and the people who participated made decent money here, of course. And when we take a look at the total value on the blockchain, and this is a little bit annoying to me, it's not the problem of Firefly or ZKFair, it's the problem for L2Beat. They call it TVL, or total value locked, and in my opinion, that's not true. It should be just total value of the blockchain, because this tracks both the market cap of the underlying token itself, currently valued at 84 million, as well as it tracks the full value of all the assets inside this blockchain. So these assets may or may not be actually locked in protocols, but the value that has been bridged over to ZKFair is actually $79 million. So 31 million in wrapped BTC, 26 million in Ethereum, 18 million in USDC. And USDC is the main token for this blockchain, even though ZKF is the governance token. Whenever you transact on the blockchain, you have to spend USDC. So USDC is actually the gas token for this blockchain. So USDC is the main token for the blockchain, basically. So you can hold ZKF, you can stake it, and as a launch, even the name suggests ZKFair, they did what's called a fair launch, where they did not take investor money in. They basically gave out the tokens to the community, and the community then can basically decide how the project will go onward and upward. And the good side with that is that it's decentralized. The money is spread across the people, and the big holders don't have that much initial say to the project. Downside is that there's no value on the blockchain inherently, because there's no investor money in. And that's the downside first that I want to talk about before I show you the actual airdrop. So here, when we go to defilama.com and we take a look at ZKFair, you can see the actual total value locked in the protocols of ZKFair is only $1.35 million. And this is, for me, when I first saw it, I thought it was a major red flag. So I even decided, am I going to make a video about this or not? But then I talked with the team and some couple people, and turns out from a certain point of view, this is not a red flag. It's actually a brilliant thing, and I will explain to you how. So here you can see the total value locked in the protocols on this blockchain peaked on January 15 at $40 million. And from there, now it's only $1.35 million. So what happened here is that there were a couple of exchanges that launched here, SideSwap and Izumi. And even now, when I went to their Discord channel, they still suggested me to use these swaps here. But as you can see, they don't have any value anymore. So after the airdrops of the ZKF, after the airdrops of SideSwap, after the airdrops of Izumi, the value basically went out. So these airdrop hunters are a little bit ruthless people, and there was no incentive to hold the money inside the blockchain, so they just took their liquidity out and went to look for opportunities elsewhere. And SideSwap also had a little bit of a mismanaged trading competition for the airdrop, so not everybody got the allocation they were supposed to get. So that was a bad thing. But now the flip side of this is that even though the value is 1.35 million and there's basically no exit liquidity at all if you want to sell ZKF token, the upside here is that these bridged assets, this $79 million, this is real. So this is just floating on the blockchain, and they are looking for a home. And that's where basically Firefly comes in, because they want to attract and lock this value in the blockchain. So Firefly is launching with the idea of learning from the mistakes of the previous launches, and they want to lock the liquidity for a longer period of time. So the airdrop is a little bit extended to the future as well. So I'll talk about that. Should I talk about it? Yeah, I'll talk about it right now. So actually, I think you got a decent... Okay, one more thing I guess I have to say about the ZKF project. The value is currently $85 million market cap. It peaked at about $200 million here. I was thinking of investing in the token here, but then I decided no. First off, because the liquidity just sucks. There's no exit liquidity at all. So any purchase or sell of the token will just move the price completely. So I don't like that there's no basically sell liquidity for me. I cannot exit this like I want. So that's one reason I didn't buy it. And the second is when I actually take a look at the transactions on the blockchain. Let's take a look at USDC, for example, because it's a gas token. We take a look at the transactions here, and you can see the last transaction happened 23 minutes ago. And then the next one happened 1 hour, 9 minutes ago. So, and this is basically just a transaction from one single address. So it's one transaction. So within the last 2 hours, there's basically 4 transactions. which is in my opinion complete trash, and it continues when you look deeper. So it's basically a ghost city as of now. And when they did the fair launch, like I said, that's great in one perspective, but the downside is, for now, the blockchain makes money from the transaction costs on the blockchain, and that's how they get the money in. But when there's no transactions, they don't make money. So for the future, if this trend continues, this blockchain will die eventually. It doesn't mean it's dead. They can turn it around, and that's basically the upside here. But because this is the reality as of now, that's why I don't want to buy the ZKF token, because as of now, it's still a ghost city, it looks to me. So those are the downsides, a little bit of the scary talk. Now let's talk about the actual airdrop, how you can participate. So we are now looking at the documents of the Firefly project. So as you can see, there's going to be 100 million tokens here, and 60% of the supply is going to be in the initial airdrop. They call it the DOC, decentralized ownership ceremony, but it's an airdrop. Before this airdrop boom, they were called yield farming, but it is what it is. Now they call it an airdrop, DOC, whatever. 25% of the total supply, 25 million tokens, will be given for liquidity providers. So if you simply provide liquidity for, let's say, USDC and USDT, you will be participating in the airdrop. And there's going to be a weight in different pools. So depending on what pool you are in, you will have a different multiplier. But in this video, I cannot talk about that because they have not decided those multipliers yet. But if you provide liquidity, you participate in the airdrop. If you simply trade on the blockchain, so you create volume, transactions, so on, you will participate in the trading competition, and 10% of the supply will be given here. So the $14 million that I spoke initially, it is based on the number by the team, where this 100 million tokens here, the market cap of this project, or the fully diluted market cap, is going to be about $40 million. Personally, I don't think that's 100% realistic, just because the blockchain itself is only $85 million, and they're basically fighting an uphill battle here because there's currently, it's not actively used blockchain. But the upside, of course, is that they are perhaps able to attract, let's say, $20 to $50 million of total value locked from these actually bridged assets that are still floating on the blockchain for some reason, which I don't understand why. But it's floating there, plus, of course, the ZKF token as of now. So if they get like a $50 million of total value locked, then the project market cap may be up to $40 million, but I think the market cap is probably gonna stay at about $10 million with these current fundamentals. It may be higher, I may be wrong here, but if the total market cap is $10 million, it's not a $14 million airdrop, it's probably gonna be like a $3.5 million market cap. Even in that case, it might still be worth your time, but I think that's just the reality that I want to explain. So now let's talk about the airdrop itself. So the airdrop, like I said, 25% will be for the liquidity providers, 10% for the trading, and 25% is actually going to be for people who participated in the SideSwap airdrop, who basically they want to compensate for the misconduct that the SideSwap did there. And 40% will be for the community DOC, for longer term pool incentives and whatever. ZKF stakers will get a portion, and ZKF holders will get a portion, and that's part of the ZKF blockchain itself, that basically every project will have to give a little bit for the ZKF people who hold ZKF or stake ZKF. But now for the trading competition, this will actually only last from February 20 to March 40, and these are the trades that you can do. So you can simply swap, for example, USDC and USDT between those two assets, and you can earn rewards from just doing that every day. And that's only for 2 weeks, from February 20 to March 4. So that's the main way of earning rewards in this competition here. So 10 million tokens will be given here. And then you have to claim them or claim the points within 30 days at the end of the competition. So basically within March, you have to claim the points, and then the rewards you have to claim within 3 months after that. So you will get the airdrop probably in about April that you can get the rewards here. Personally, I will be selling them immediately because I don't see the long-term potential here that great, because they don't have a roadmap here. I don't know how they're going to differentiate, but they just want to be the main blockchain, main decentralized exchange for ZKF. So that can bring a lot of value. But as of now, I don't see, I think there's too much risk for me for that. Maybe things will change and I will change my opinion, but that's just me for now. And for liquidity, and this is quite interesting, you get most rewards for the first week. So 33% of these 25 million tokens will be basically distributed within the first week. And then for the next 3 months, the next 33%, and then the final 3 months. So after 6 months, the final 33% will be given here as well. But now we don't know the exact details here yet, but as you can see, there's a waiting for people who basically park their liquidity. So if you lock your liquidity, you will get like a multiplier on the points that you can get here. So that's the incentive, the different thing that Firefly will do that the SideSwap didn't do. They did not incentivize people to actually lock the liquidity inside the protocol. And that's what Firefly will do. And that's great, in my opinion, that the liquidity will actually be locked, and this thing hopefully will not happen. Depending, of course, how many people lock it and how many don't lock it. Of course, that can happen, that people just don't lock it because they just want to hunt the next airdrop. But for liquidity providers, the time is a little bit different. So 25% of the fly, the first phase, the first week, will actually start February 27. So the trading competition starts before, because it starts on February 20, but the liquidity actually starts on 27. So if you are having the liquidity here, basically just note these dates in your calendar, that from February 27 to March 5, that's the main date that you want to provide liquidity if you want to participate here. Then from March 5 to June 5, and June 5 to September 5. And again, they just emphasize here as well that Firefly will reserve the right to add multipliers or subtractors to any pool. So they want to incentivize the pools that maybe have less liquidity than others, that people have a chance to trade without a huge slippage. So depending on what pools get the best multipliers, you may want to provide liquidity on different pairs. We don't know that yet. Just want to point that out, that we don't know what is the best pool yet as of making this video. And was there something else here? They want to encourage the long-term participation. So again, after you get the airdrop, you have a choice to either vest or lock your liquidity there and the fly rewards. So if you lock the fly rewards, if you lock the liquidity, you get the highest return on your capital, or a highest amount of fly tokens. But the risk is we don't know what the price of fly token will be a long time from now. So for me, when I participate in this airdrop, maybe I get the smaller allocation, but I will probably just sell all of them immediately. So you have to make this decision for yourself if you want to, first of all, participate, and if you want to lock the liquidity or the fly tokens. And now let's actually, I think that's pretty much it for the tokenomics. Let's actually talk about how you can participate technically. So it's quite easy. What you simply do, let me disconnect my wallet. You come to the website called wallet.zkfair.io, and what you do is you click connect wallet. And the next thing you need a wallet to connect with. You can choose any of these wallets. You can use MetaMask. It's a browser wallet that I also have. But if you click this and you have a wallet called Rabby Wallet, which is the one that I use, it will automatically use that one as well. So now I'm connected with this account here. And this is basically the bridge. It is connected to the Ethereum blockchain, and you can bridge assets from Ethereum to the ZKFair blockchain. And the most important token to actually bridge is USDC, because USDC, like I said, it is the gas token of this blockchain. So at least USDC you want to transfer over. And probably if you want to provide liquidity, you want to provide a second token as well. So I would personally not participate in this airdrop unless you had at least $500 to spare to use for this, for trading competition and for the liquidity to provide liquidity. When I bridged assets here, it cost me about $10 in Ethereum. So you need to have some Ethereum on your wallet for the initial transaction cost, and you need some USDC at least, or some assets to bridge over here. And then you are basically good to go. And when the Firefly decentralized exchange actually launches, then you can start swapping on those dates that I showed, and you can provide the liquidity on the dates that I showed. But for now, you may want to at least look at this bridge here so you know how it works. And then once you are ready, you simply click here, accept the transaction, and it will take you about 15 to 30 minutes, and then you can use the assets on the ZKFair blockchain. And then when you want to take the money out, you can simply go to the withdraw page here as well. And that's quite simple. So now, if you don't even have a wallet, how do you do this? Well, first you need some money on an exchange. And when you have money on an exchange, you want to transfer Ethereum to your Rabbi wallet and some USDC. So the Rabbi wallet looks like this. And the reason I'm using Rabbi wallet nowadays is it's a little bit faster than MetaMask. The transactions actually happen more reliably. So there's an upside there already. It is easier to manage your portfolio between chains on Rabbi wallet as well. So basically in every area, it's a little bit better than MetaMask. And there's also an ongoing airdrop on Rabbi wallet. So this is my wallet, which you can find in the description, is my donations wallet. So these are all the donations I've ever received within the 4 years of being on YouTube. So if you want to give me a donation, you can do it on this wallet here, and consider subscribing and liking the channel, because within the last 30 days, I actually got 1 more subscriber in this channel. So consider subscribing if you like this kind of content. But for Rabbi points, you can simply swap inside Rabbi to earn 10 points per day, and you can top up gas within Rabbi to claim 10 points per day as well. And if you have a wallet before and you want to convert over to this Rabbi wallet, you will get points based on the amount of money you have on that wallet before as well. So it's quite easy to get started, and it's rewarded. And these points will be swapped over to the airdrop when the airdrop actually happens. So for now, you can simply earn points, and you can use the code denome or the link in the description to start using the Rabbi wallet and support this channel as well. Once you have the Rabbi wallet, like I said, simply send a little bit Ethereum, a little bit USDC, or whatever assets you want to bridge over. And these are the assets that you basically want to, you don't want to just bridge any asset. These are the assets that you most likely want to transfer over. Wrapped BTC, Ethereum, USDC, and USDT. And of course, there are risks involved here. So with smart contracts, they can always get hacked. It has happened before. It's rare, but it does happen. So I would use a separate wallet for airdrops than what you are actually using for other things, because airdrops can be sketchy. Some of them are scams, so I would use a separate wallet for airdrops. And you can actually create within your wallet in Rabbi, you can have multiple accounts, and you can switch between accounts as well. So it's quite easy to handle multiple accounts here as well. So it's quite easy. You simply click here to add another wallet. So that's just my take. And there are, many other risks as well. So as an overall conclusion, this is the airdrop. There's plenty of risk here. The blockchain itself has a lot of risk. It's certainly not established, even though the value looks interesting. When we look under the hood, it's not that great as of now, but there's potential to grow. There's potential to be huge. At least this airdrop, it looks very interesting, and that's pretty much it. It's not the best probably that I've ever seen, but it's something. And if you like this video, make sure to like it, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments or join the free Discord group that we have, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have over there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers and bye bye.